Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start the next session. So please, if you walk back to your seats and let's sit down so we can keep this all organized. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin the next session. Taking pictures, okay. So we can start wrapping up the conversations and coming back to the seats. That would be fantastic.
Work with people who know what the people who give out the phone want from you. What are your documentations? Are they in place? You know, what are the format which you need to use to get this phone is out? What are your track records to show that you have integrity? If you don't have that, you will still be writing letters, you know, to government areas to get sponsorship that you would get when there are fundings available to you. They can't give you money to buy granola to take out money buy a cheap dog. That's from university. No mentors. You never do 5 years of learning. You just automatically want to register a company and be a CEO of a company. Right? I'm not saying it is bad, but you need to understand the structure. So once you approach the creative space as a feel-good space, you will end up just feeling good. But at the end, when it matters most to you, you have not monetized your asset. You've not monetized your space, and you're going to be lacking in creativity.
What advice would you want to give to young creatives that want to jump into the industry, but there's always this fear that there's already a lot of people in the creative space doing the same thing that I am doing?
Yeah, well, I mean, as many as I call, few will be chosen, isn't it? So, be a survivor, the fittest of the fittest. Learn, know. If they want if they want the mark as 90%, go for 100%. There must be something, because no matter what you say, I mean, Google it. There's no idea that you think is original that is not almost in existence when you check Google, isn't it? So, but how do you make it your own? How do you organize it? How do you localize it? Make it from local to global. You know, I mean, if we have to borrow the compositions from Chimamanda, it's always the danger of a single story. They tell your stories for you, and you won't copy them. When you don't even understand, that's why you can't tell your story right. So if you understand, again, your ecosystem, my advice is understand, read, learn. Learning is great, and if you don't learn, you will never get it right. So if you gather more people, collaborate with them, and harness on your strength, and allow others. See, if you want to jump alone, you die, as you say. So what are the things in place? Equity. So if I have an idea and the next man has something to do about it, let us agree on how we're going to do the sharing formula. Because once you are intended only to just get, because now you get the idea, there are people whose job it is to make your idea work for you. And those people will go there. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And that was when I monetized my platform. So what it means is, when I started, I didn't start off as, oh, I want to go into this business, right? I started off as, oh, I just enjoy making my friends laugh. You get what I'm saying? Until a brand reached out to say, help me advertise this thing. How much will you charge? So to me, I said, okay, now. Then I was earning 25K. And then, so that was the limit to what I earned in my head. So the brand said, how much would you charge? So I said, oh, I just said brand 25K. My guy can say, no, ask her my budget. And I'm like, okay, what's the budget? They're like, you know, we're a startup and we're looking at the range of 150 to 200. Please help us. Like, I'm like, 150 to 200 per for a year. Or what do you want me to resume every day? And they're like, that's what they have. I had to resign. That month, I had to resign, to do that stuff. So that was when I realized that, oh, this is business. But regardless, that adverts don't come. I can't really predict how adverts come. But when I realized that it was very sustainable was when I got a mail from my social media platforms to say, okay, you are now eligible for monetization. And I started seeing dollar sign, and when I saw the first $5, I'm like, okay, I got a job. Nice. That was the point.
Oh, nice. Speaking of monetization and diversification,
Yeah.
so how do creators transition, or how did you transition from simply making content strategically to strategically monetizing it without losing your authenticity? So how do you transition from before you started to just making content to make people laugh? So how do you transition to making content that will make you money? You understand there's a different way you just make content to make people laugh, but the content that will make you money without losing your touch, the main goal which you started content creation for.
Okay, so before I answer this question, I want us to practice something. I want everybody to breathe in. Now when you want to breathe out, make it very loud. Breathe out. Yeah. So I think that's the answer to this question. I feel like everybody were too uptight. Creators were too uptight. Were too. This is how it's done. There is no how it's done. Do you understand? I feel like there is only one you. There is only one you, and there is something here. And as long as it makes sense here, then it makes sense. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, the reason why this mic is here like this is because, when they're giving speeches, this is how it's done. Do you understand? But I feel like you really need to breathe. Just breathe. It makes sense. As long as it makes sense here, a lot of persons, if you come where I'm shooting, we have a script, yes. But then, sometimes I tell the actors, I brought you because I believe you can deliver this thing for me. So this is what is here. But let this guide you into doing what is here in your own head. You get what I'm saying? So as a creator, I don't think there are so many rules to, okay, this is how, in as much as there are strategic ways you can actually monetize and this and that. But in terms of creating, I think you should just breathe, open your mind. If it makes sense here, do it. That's just what I think.
Thank you very much. So what I get from that is that do not be rigid in